Hello and welcome to another episode of MCQs for Judiciary Exams. Let's begin. Who must sign the acknowledgement of liability to reset the limitation period? The creditor, a third party, a government official, or the debtor or their representative? The correct answer is option D, the debtor or their representative. Recently, in the New Mangalore Port Trust versus another's case versus Clifford D'Souza etc. case, the Supreme Court held that Section 18 of the Limitation Act shall apply in case of demand under the Public Premises Eviction of Unauthorized Occupants Act 1971. Section 18(1) of the Limitation Act lays down the provision that creates a mechanism to extend the limitation period when a debtor acknowledges liability in writing. The writing must be signed by the party against whom the claim exists or their representative. Next, the principle "one who seeks equity must do equity" is reflected in which section of the Specific Relief Act 1963? Section 16C, Section 12, Section 13 or Section 8? The correct answer is option A, Section 16C. Recently, in the Sangeeta Sinha versus Bhavna Bharadwaj and another's case, the Supreme Court held that a suit for specific performance of a cancelled agreement to sell is not maintainable without seeking declaratory relief challenging the cancellation. Section 16C of the Specific Relief Act 1963 embodies the equitable principle that one who seeks equity must do equity. Next, which section of the Juvenile Justice Act 2015 establishes the 16 fundamental principles guiding its implementation? Section 3, Section 5, Section 7 or Section 10? The correct answer is option A, Section 3. Section 3 of the Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children Act 2015 establishes 16 fundamental principles that guide its implementation by all relevant authorities and agencies. These principles collectively create a child-centric approach that prioritizes the welfare, dignity and rehabilitation of children. Next, under which classification are cryptocurrencies categorized under the Income Tax Act 1961? Virtual currencies, digital assets, virtual digital assets or electronic money? The correct answer is option C, virtual digital assets. Cryptocurrencies are classified as virtual digital assets under the Income Tax Act 1961. Cryptocurrencies are not recognized as legal tender in India. No legislation explicitly prohibits the possession or trading of cryptocurrencies in India. Next, which one of the following terms is not inclusive in Section 8 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872? Intention, preparation, motive or conduct? The correct answer is option A, intention. Section 8 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 covers the relevance of motive, preparation and conduct related to facts in issue or relevant facts. It specifies that these elements are relevant in understanding the behavior and actions of individuals connected to the case. However, intention is not explicitly mentioned in this section. Now it's time for the practice question. Under which provision of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908 attachment before judgment is provided? Order 26 Rule 4, Order 39 Rule 2, Order 38 Rule 5 or Order 40 Rule 1? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching.